Sports on Air.
Playing with my guys, I've been playing with Justin, Scotty, all those guys for I think like 2.5 years now, and we're just clicking. I know exactly where Scotty's gonna go. Scotty knows exactly where I gotta go, and that's what coach actually said. You build on top of each other, and eventually that's where you go. So nothing in particular, but just building on top of the connection that you have with your teammates.
There were a lot of runs in this game, but you guys held on to the lead all throughout the game. Can we talk about the effort it took to win against a formidable team like SMB? Yeah, yes, Christian.
Obviously, they're a great team, and you never can count them out. I think that's the lesson that we need to take out of this game, even though that was a happy end to us. Even if you're up 15, even if you're up 20, we gotta keep pushing and we gotta take it very, very serious. Because they got so many good shooters, so many great scorers. Within 5 minutes, boom, it was an even game. So I think that's the big lesson that we need to get out of it. Just keep pushing and keep playing the best defense that we can play.
Coach Tim, you used mainly 7 guys in the rotation for today's game. Justin, Christian, both played over 40 minutes. Yet you guys still managed to have the edge, especially in transition. Can you talk about the energy your players brought this afternoon?
I would have liked to have gone deeper, and we were hoping that when we had the 20-point lead, that we'd be able to bring that to the end and then be able to give our guys some rest. But San Miguel had another thought in mind, and they came rumbling back at us. We played well. We won the game, so I guess we played well overall. But we had some bad stretches where we didn't play well, played a little flat. As Christian said, we're going to have to try to figure that one out and make sure that doesn't happen to us again. This team is too good. They can, if it's an even game and you lose your concentration, they can blink your eyes and they can be up by 10 or 15, in a moment's notice. Luckily, it happened when we were up by 20. So, we were able to still recover. But if that happens in the middle of a game, when it's a 2-point game or a 3-point game, we don't recover from that. So, it's a little bit back to the drawing board for us going into game 2.
Coach Tim, can we talk about what happened to LA? And with this win, can you talk about the effort and kind of mentality you saw from your players today with everything that's been going on?
Well, I don't want to speak too much on LA because, he's asked to be private about it, and he's been very definite to that, to the team and to the coaching staff and the management, that he wants to keep things as private as he can. So I don't want to go out and disclose a lot of things. I just say it's a great honor that he is here with us and doing things that he needs to do, that he wants to do, while he's doing things he needs to do. And so I just, I feel honored that he's spending his time with us, and he's so valuable. He's a leader. He's been our leader for the time I've been here, and even when I was in Alaska, 14, 15 years ago, he was our leader back then. He's just a natural born leader. So, I just find it really selfless on his part to be here. And I think the whole team feels that. And so, it can be kind of corny. We're doing this for LA. Of course we're doing this for LA. I mean, it doesn't need to be said. I don't think it needs to be repeated. He honors us by our presence. Hopefully we can honor him by continuing to play hard and playing his image.
We now open the floor for questions from our friends from the media.
Coach, what was the past few days like after getting told the team that
Once again, I don't want to go through everything. I mean, these are our questions that need to be directed to LA. Again, he wants us to be as private as he can. He doesn't want a lot of media things. His children are involved on the internet, watching all this stuff. So I just, again, it's always been tough. It's been tough on us, but it's been much tougher on him and his family. And it doesn't get any tougher than this kind of battle. So we're just all there for him, I appreciate the way that the whole San Miguel team came down and after the game, and despite losing, went over and greeted LA and made sure that he felt loved. And I think the whole league and the whole country is behind him. So I just think that we need to give him some space to allow him to do his thing, and then when he comes back in October, I think he can answer all the questions for us.
In the first half, Christian already had 18 points. Was that not something to do with
That's great coaching. No, I mean, it wasn't by design. It's, you know, our team is very equal opportunity, and the ball will oftentimes gravitate to the guy who's playing well and who the team will look for. And you know, Christian's just been playing great. I mean, he's making the right reads, he's making the right goals for his teammates. Without that, you know, because of that, it opens up the perimeter for us, and JB and Justin able to get their shots, and Scotty. So, yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm not saying this just because he's here, because I'll tell you the truth when he leaves, but he's been the catalyst. You know, he's been the catalyst this whole conference, and you know, we played through him at this point.
Will it be more challenging Jumar is playing back?
I mean, obviously they are a better team than Juma, because it's 5 times MVP. You cannot disrespect Juma like that. 6 times. And my apologies. There's so many I cannot count them. But you can't take away of the fact that they're a different team without him. Like, they're a bit more fast-paced, and they still have so much talent to play great basketball, and I'm just happy that we went out and got the victory and got it done today. Long ways to go. Yeah.
Coach, the schedule for the semifinals goes distance. Never will play 3 games. First day, 8 p.m. 4:30. How big of an adjustment is that? You've always been a marquee game.
You know, we practice in the late morning into 1 or 2 o'clock. So I don't think it's too bad for us, because we have a body clock and a rhythm used to practicing almost around that time. But I know that, you know, we all have routines. You know, I have a routine of how I approach my game and what do I do for the day, and so we're locked into a routine that's either 5:45 or 6:45 games. And that's just a small adjustment. But to suddenly go to 3 and come all the way up to Polo, it's a big adjustment. And I'm a big believer, as Christian knows, I'm a big believer in routines. And you know, I was afraid today that we would come out flat, but they did a great job of coming out with a lot of energy early. Kept the game close and tight, so and got that second quarter explosion a little bit. But, you know, these guys are pros. They'll adjust. It's not comfortable adjusting, but I mean, you can do it. It's obvious you can do it when you have to. San Miguel's are kind of in the same. They don't play many first games either. So it's kind of the same for San Miguel.
That ends our post-game press conference. Thank you.
Habang mainit ang mga laban sa ating mga paboritong liga, mag-register sa 1xBet. Pwede nyo gamitin ang inyong browser or ang cellphone, mapa Android man o iOS. Gamitin lang ang inyong mobile number at huwag kalimutan ilagay sa promo code ang 1x on air. Kapag ginawa nyo yan, pwede kayong magkaroon ng bonus up to 7,000 pesos. Pwede nyo gamitin ang GCash account nyo para makapag-deposit or mag-cash out. Simple lang, di ba? Kaya mag-register na sa 1xBet. Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.